afternoon, viewers of ProsTalk. Magandang hapon to everybody. Thank you for tuning in to our another episode of ProsTalk. Today, we will be speaking with one of the biggest providers of solar panels in the Philippines. And I know we had in ProsTalk solar panel discussions in the past. But before we get into that meat of the conversation, we just wanted for those who are just tuning in now to introduce who Buildy and what does it do and what is ProsTalk. So Buildy po, no, for everyone who's watching, it's a one-stop shop platform for everyone who wants to build, or if you're a supplier, merchant, buyer, one-stop shop for anyone who builds is Buildy. And ProsTalk po is our social advocacy to promote professionalism in the construction industry. For those ho na involved sa construction, marami po tayong mga processes right now na, we can't say is international yung standard. And Buildy's attempt in creating this platform is to help everyone get to to that standard of professionalism so that may transparency po yung ating industriya. So today, with us, I'm very, very pleased to welcome Mr. John Paul Go of Ecosolar. Good afternoon, sir.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hello. Thank you po for joining us. No, I think nowadays, especially with the advent of a lot of technology, just recently the first commercial flight by Virgin Airlines, right?
Yes.
So commercial na ang pagpunta sa atmosphere. Oh yeah, I didn't say space. So Mr.
Yeah, short of that.
Short of that, yes. So John, just quickly, no, Ecosolar. Can you talk about what is it and what is it you do? How long have you been in the industry?
Yeah, sure. Well, Ecosolar has been around in the industry for about 8 years already. We started 2013, but informally we started 2012. We started installing in our houses. We started installing with our to our relatives and stuff like that. And when we found out that it actually works, that's when we started incorporating and then finding our own client base. Right now, Ecosolar, we have about upwards to 200 residential installations, and we have upwards about 100 commercial industrial installations. Overall, we have like 6 to 7 megawatts, more or less, of installations all over Luzon. And then we were into wholesale and retail and installation of solar panels.
That's fantastic to hear, John. No? One of the things that is good to know from someone who wants to purchase from a corporation is ginagamit ba nila yung produkto nila? So ang galing, no? Because you started actually with your own use and your family's use. So you are the best endorsers of your brand kasi
Yes, totoo. Totoo yun. Yun nga yung ano namin like when we really started out, we wanted to prove that the product works before we started marketing it out to the other people. Siyempre, ayaw naman namin magbenta ng hindi namin alam what's the drawback, what's the advantages, disadvantages of the system. So, we tried it out first. Yun yung and the rest is system.
Correct. No, so John, can you share to the audience, no? What's your general responsibility within Ecosolar?
Well, I am the general manager. Partly, part owner din ako ng Ecosolar.
Right. So for those who are watching us, if you have questions for Mr. John Go, who is also the part owner of Ecosolar, please visit their Facebook page, and you can also go to their website, www.ecosolarphil.com, and they're also registered in the Buildy website. So you can just click on the link and you can see the features and products of Ecosolar. So, sir, really quick lang. I think one of the reasons why people are hesitating about solar panels is the concept of cost. Meron ba talagang cost savings yung mag-solar ka versus your traditional power provided by Ameralco and other providers in the provinces?
Well, ang ano talaga niyan, solar is really a long-term investment. Hindi mo naman pwedeng sabihin na, well, in just a year, makukuha mo agad yung ano mo, yung ROI mo and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But usually with a solar installation, you get your ROIs within what, 3 to 4 years. Mababawi mo na yung ano. So basically, kumpara sa mga Meralco na wherein you really pay for it, wala kang bawi talaga doon.
Right.
If you put in the money in the beginning with a solar, you eventually get it back.
All
That's
right.
the advantage.
So the 5 year, or sorry, 4 years, no? Tama po ba?
Yes, 4 years. That's the more or less the more realistic is around 4 years. Three
Four
years
years.
it's more of kind of living up to just a little bit more ano yun, a dream. Pero yung ano niyan, 4 years is more realistic.
So if from that concept, like for instance, ako po, no, actually nag-explore din kami ng solar panel provider.
Sure.
How do you gauge kung gaano kalaking or what type of investment you should make versus your consumption ng electricity? So let's
Ayun, that's a very good question. So basically there are two types of system. We have the grid tied, we have hybrid system. So the first thing that a standard consumer client has to do is to decide which one they want. A grid tied system does not have a battery, and then a hybrid system has a backup battery. What's yun lang yung only difference between the two. The other one would provide you backup during brownouts, during blackouts. And the other one, wala siyang battery, so it's purely savings.
okay.
And then, given, we need to know how much you're spending, more or less, per month sa kuryente ninyo. So, through that, and then we need to know kung ano yung ginagamit nyo sa morning, anong ginagamit nyo sa gabi, so that we can gauge kung how many percent yung kaya natin ibawas doon sa actual billing nyo instead of kasi if we go grid tied which doesn't have a battery, ang mangyayari noon, we can only subsidize, yung solar could only subsidize your morning electrical consumption.
Okay.
But at night, purely Meralco. Pero
Correct.
pagdating ng hybrid, kaya natin partially to or even 100% kaya natin subsidize yung nighttime usage nyo. So it depends on your billing, it depends on your usage, and then by that, kaya natin mag-compute kung more or less kung ilang kilowatts para efficiently ma-maximize natin yung savings ninyo.
Right. And I think for most of the viewers of Bill D right now, one of the major shift na na-experience ng lahat would be before, usage in the daytime in the residential units are low kasi most people are at the office or
Yes.
in schools, right?
Yeah.
Now it's different. You're working mostly from home.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, the air conditioner is always on, right? And
Yes. Nagka-shift nga ngayon eh. Like actually, nung 2020, like we were focusing, well, before this pandemic hit, we were actually focusing more on our industrial and commercial customers. And then when the pandemic hit, we got a slew of residential inquiries. Ang dami talaga. So basically, yun yung naging talaga. Yun talaga naging effect ng mas nagtend yung mga tao nagtend mag-focus towards their residents rather than their businesses na ngayon, because almost all of the owners, they tend to work from home right now. So mas gusto nila komportable yung house nila, and then ayaw naman nila to feel the pinch of the hit ng kuryente. So that's why nagpapakabit sila ngayon ng solar sa house.
Okay. So John, you mentioned earlier meron kayong almost 200 residential units, right?
Yes.
Installations. Does that require maintenance?
Yes, actually there is a maintenance but mostly it's cleaning lang. This is a very versatile system. Wala ka masyadong kailangang gawin. You just have to make sure that the systems are functioning efficiently. So how do you do that? You clean up your panels kasi sometimes they get dirty. Some get bird poop in them, may leaves na nagfall,
Yes.
ganyan. So you have to make sure lang na ano. With our company, we actually do it na we clean the solar panels at least once a year. For the next for actually it's free for the next 2 years, and then after that meron kaming ano na around 4 to 5 thousand na charge namin dun sa
Right.
mga clients.
So then, hindi naman pala siya ganun ka, you know, ka high maintenance. Kasi if it's just once a year cleaning, right? And the first
Yes.
years, you said first 2 years is free?
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe if it's ballpark 5,000, so that's 10,000 maintenance cost, but over 24 months after the
Yes.
first, diba? So I don't think it's so for those who are viewing this, I hope you're like, it's not that bad at all, right? Kasi
Yes.
cleaning pala, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So I think um John, for this episode, no, where the clock is winding. So let me just give you an opportunity to just encourage the viewers. If they have questions, how do they get in touch with you, John? Aside from your social media pages.
Well, actually, you can, yun nga, yun sabi nga ni Nats, pwede nyo kami i-message sa Facebook, and you can reach us through our Ecosolar website. Pwede rin kayo mag-call ng ano namin, ng numbers namin. I think we'll flash it na lang here. And then, pwede kayo tumawag sa office naman. Anytime.
Thank you, John. I think next week you'll be joining us again, where we will talk about, the more nitty-gritty aspects of solar panels installation. Ano ba ang recommended to, yung mga questions around, ano ba yung net metering na yan? How does that exactly happen? So for those who are watching and are interested to find out more about Ecosolar and how they can help you achieve your solar panel dreams, right? Because it's not the most affordable product in the market, but EcoSolar is the right partner for you to go to if you have queries. And next week, they will talk to us about how they will do that for you. So with that, marami pong salamat, John, for your time today. And again, we're
Yeah,
looking forward to talking to you again next week.
yeah, thank you. Thank you din sa oras.
Thank you.